I'm Matt with Meat Church. Let's make cowboy lollipops. Today we're gonna be making chicken lollipops, which most of you would say that's nothing new. It's an age-old technique, but we're gonna kick it up a notch. I love chicken lollipops because they present pretty cool, to be honest with you. Kids love them. You can make them at tailgates, you can make them at dinner parties. They're cheap, they're easy, they look really cool, they look good on the gram, they're fun. But today, we're gonna season these with an unreleased seasoning. I've never done this before. This is a seasoning that I'm working on. It's not quite complete. I think it's complete, but I haven't tried this latest version, so depending how this chicken turns out, it may be good to go or not. But this is a seasoning I'm making in partnership with the Dallas Cowboys, which I'm pretty excited about. It's very different from anything else we've had. You clearly can season this with whatever you got, but I'm excited about this, so let's go. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get a bunch of chicken drums, legs. My favorite thing to eat on the chicken, by the way. If I'm going to order chicken, this is all I'm getting. I don't need to waste my time with the breast or anything else. I mean, I'll eat a thigh, but this is where it's at. Everybody knows dark meat's where the flavor's at. So what we're gonna do, I haven't done anything with this other than just get it straight out of the package. Okay, take a knife, and we need to French these bones down. Make an incision all the way around, through the tendons, everything, kind of just separate it here. And I'm gonna use a sharp knife, and I'm going to also use some kitchen shears. These are Messermeister. I highly recommend these. Use any type you like, but I love these because they come apart. You can put them in your dishwasher. So get yourself some dedicated kitchen shears that are yours and no one else's. So now that it's nice and separated there, I'm gonna kind of just push this down with my hands so you can kind of see the separation. And then I'm going to try to do this with my hand. I got gloves on, a little difficult. You just wanna get rid of this stuff at the top. So you can kind of make an incision with a knife, scissors, whatever you want, and just remove it. For presentation, once you get this off here, press it down again and just trim away these errant pieces. All right, there you go. You can cook it just like that. We're actually gonna do these on one of these handy dandy little racks. And then from here, I like to take another step. So I talk about this a lot when it comes to cooking chicken. People have unrealistic expectations with chicken. Everybody thinks every time you cook chicken, it's gotta be crispy. Well, the only way it's really gonna be crispy is if you fry it. We're putting this in a grill at kind of a high heat. But without doing anything else, the skin's gonna be a little bit rubbery, and I can deal with that. My wife, not a big fan of that, so I took a step to attempt to get rid of some of the rubberiness. Let me bring that in. So I did a dozen of these last night, and you can see here, I put these on a wire rack, on a sheet pan, and put them in my refrigerator overnight. And I wanna show you the difference in the skin. So if you see here, the skin there, look at the difference in color here. That skin has dried out quite a bit, which will help you with your bite in the end. There's some other things you can do. You can put a little cornstarch on your skin if you want to do that. I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to season these up. So again, use your favorite seasoning, whatever flavor profile you want. This is definitely an all-purpose seasoning. My intention here is to make something that you can use on everything at your tailgate, but I also wanted to do something a little different from anything else we had, and I think you'll find that here. This is a little more savory than a lot of our other seasonings. So I'm gonna season these thoroughly, and I'm gonna let the seasoning adhere for about 15 minutes. Something I like to do, I'm gonna use my meter thermometer. I love doing this, using the app on my phone. That way I don't really have to pay attention nonstop to what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna insert this probe deep down into the chicken, and I'll set this up on my app, set up the cook, poultry, chicken, leg, smoker, boom, start the cook. All right, now we're gonna hang these on our handy dandy rack. You don't have to have this rack. You can cook these directly on your grill grate, just like this. I got this rack on Amazon for 15 bucks. I think it looks cool, my kids dig it. Used to be able to get these at like Lowe's and Home Depot. I haven't seen them there in a minute, so I did like everybody else does. Went on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description to this. So I'm throwing the 12 on here that I dried out in the fridge, plus I seasoned up the one that I trimmed for you guys. I'm not gonna waste, so I'll just put that one directly on the grill grate. And let's talk a little bit about cooking. I'm cooking this chicken at 350 degrees. Today I'm using a Traeger Timberline XL. I always say, cook on what you got. I'm using Meat Church pellets. Those are back out. That's a mix of oak and hickory, so I'm a big fan of that. They're back by popular demand. But when it comes to chicken, really just kind of use whatever flavor you desire. I like things smoky, so I like oak, hickory, pecan, things of that nature, but again, use what you like. Well, the meters just alerted me that the chicken is 172 degrees, so let's pull it out. Woo. Beautiful. Well, you see they got great color. They present really nice on here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that meter out. Man, they smell delicious. So from this point, a lot of people just dunk these in barbecue sauce. So you can put them in whatever you want. You can eat them just like this, but I definitely think they present even better when they're shiny and wet, and I think they taste even better. So here's what I thought I would do today. So you guys know I'm a big fan of Big Wick's jalapeno glazes. It's a small business owned by my friend Wes Wicker right here in Texas, and this is a new flavor he just came out with. It's Rio Grande Prickly Pear Jalapeno Glaze. And when I say jalapeno, don't be scared. This is delicious. It's not hot. Prickly pear, yes, that's cactus. And let me tell you, this stuff is like really, really, really good. I love his products because, again, you get that jalapeno flavor without burning you out. So I'm not a guy that likes like really, really hot stuff, and this is really good. So what I have done is no matter what I'm glazing with, I'm gonna heat that up. So back here on the induction burner on the Timberline, super handy feature, I have warmed a bunch up in this pot. So just kind of give it a stir here, and then I'm gonna pour it in the jar to make it easier to dunk. Little Heston pot here, they have the nice little lip that makes pouring a little easier, except when you miss the jar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dunk these, we're gonna put them back on this rack, and we're gonna go back in the Traeger. I love setting a sauce or letting it tack up a little bit. That's up to you if you wanna do it or not. Look at that, beautiful. Now we're ready. This smells unbelievable. I'm stoked to try this new seasoning. That one right there, that is perfection. Whew. This is gonna be messy, I can tell. And delicious. Ooh. Well, the good news is this seasoning is a winner, so stay tuned for that. This stuff is great, by the way. I love all of Big Wick's seasonings, but man, really good job on the Rio Grande Prickly Pear. This is super good. Nice sweet heat, I love it. Particularly when I'm eating ribs. I wanna take a bite, and 2 or 3 seconds in, I wanna feel it sizzle. And my God, this chicken was crazy juicy, as you could see, and just packed full of flavor. But I love how pretty these are. Like I said in the beginning, your kids are gonna love it. No matter what you're doing, if it's a tailgate, if it's a dinner party, if you're just feeding your kids, it presents really, really pretty and definitely easy and worthwhile. And love the little $15 gadget I got off Amazon. But remember, you can do this with any seasoning you want. Any one of our seasonings or whatever your favorite seasoning is. It doesn't have to be one that's not released yet. You know, just a general all-purpose will work. Anyway, like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next Wednesday.